Welcome to another video tutorial. Today we're going to be installing Tails OS in VirtualBox. So first thing you need is you need to have VirtualBox installed, and then after that we need to get the Tails ISO image. So in Google, search for Tails OS and click on the first link for tails.net. Click on Install Tails, and then we need a different type of image. We're not going to install it in Windows or Linux. We need to install it in a virtual machine or a VirtualBox. So click on Run Tails in a virtual machine right here. And here's a Download Tails ISO image button. So you will go ahead and click that and it'll start downloading this 1.3 gigabyte ISO image. I already went ahead and did that. So I'm not going to do it, but you guys can just click on this and then your download will begin. Some things to consider before doing this is that there are some security considerations. Tails OS is meant to be ran off of a USB thumb drive in order for you to benefit from its security features. By running in a virtual machine, you must know that both the host operating system and the virtualization software are able to monitor what you're doing in Tails. So if you're looking for those benefits of Tails OS, the best thing is to run it from a thumb drive. Also, your operating system is going to be storing stuff on the local hard disk. So, there's that evidence or information in there. So again, if you want to use Tails OS for certain purposes, you might want to use a USB thumb drive. But if you just want to play around with the operating system, please continue to watch this video. All right, so let's go over to VirtualBox. So here's VirtualBox. I'm going to go and click on Machine up here and then click on New. I'm going to give this VM a name. I'm going to do Tails VM. I'm not going to select the ISO image yet, but I am going to change the type. So we're doing a Linux. And then the version, we're going to go ahead and scroll all the way down to Other Linux 64-bit. And then we're going to go ahead and click Next. Here, you want to select the amount of memory that you would like. Always stay within the green. For this, let's do 2048. There we go, 2048. I think that's good enough. It's currently set for 1 CPU. We can go ahead and do 2 or whatever you want, but just stay within the green. Click Next. So here we're going to create a virtual hard disk. It's currently set for 8 gigabytes. I think that's pretty good for a Tails OS, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that as is. Click Next. Here's a little summary of what you've done so far and select it. So go ahead and click Finish, and then we'll see right here our VM shell is on the left side. So Tails VM. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that it's highlighted and then click on Settings. Under General Advanced, we're going to click Shared Clipboard and select Bidirectional. Same thing with drag and drop. This is so you can transfer files, copy and paste, between your host PC and this virtual machine. Next thing you want to do is to look at systems. Again, we're using 2048 for memory, and the processors we have is 2, just like we set in the previous selections. Next, click on Storage, and it is here where we're going to load our ISO. So go ahead and click on this empty disk right here, and then click on the disk again, and then click on Choose a Disk File. We're going to go to Downloads. That's where I have my Tails ISO. And now we selected that ISO. Another thing we need to do is just click on Network. It's set to NAT. So that's perfectly fine. Now we can click OK. And we're ready to start the installation by running the VM. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select Tails 517. So just hit Enter. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and just leave this highlighted as English. If you want persistent storage, so this is going to store information on this VM, you can go ahead and click on that. And then we just simply have to start Tails. So click on Start Tails. So here's our Tails desktop, and here we got this pop-up. So it's giving you a little warning of the security implications that I told you about earlier. So it's letting you know that the host operating system and the virtualization software are able to monitor what you're doing on Tails. So I'm going to go ahead and click X because we already know that. And then the next thing we want to do is we're going to click on Connect to Tor automatically. Actually, let's change the screen setting. Type settings. Let's adjust the screen because I don't know if there's a button underneath there. Displays. Let's change the resolution to something larger, like 1920 by 1200. And then click Apply. And then keep changes. All right, we're good with that. Now we can see better. Let's exit out of settings. And now we can see the button that we were missing earlier. So go ahead and click Connect to Tor. And it's going to take a little bit of time. Connected to Tor successfully. Start Tor browser. So go ahead and click on that if you want to test. So yeah, we're able to access that website right here. So that means that we can access the internet, and that's pretty much it, right? We have a working Tails OS. Now we can exit out of this, exit out of that, and then exit out of this window as well. And that concludes this video tutorial. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.